Austin Peay head coach Scotty Walden. Austin Peay played at Tennessee Tech to kick off the OVC season last week, and then now they're going to host in-state foe Tennessee State on Saturday. So, Coach, your first game as Govs coach. Just talk to that, and then we'll get to some questions.
Yeah, I really appreciate it, guys. Thanks for being on today. It was obviously not the outcome we expected or wanted on Sunday against Tennessee Tech. First off, I want to give all the credit to Tennessee Tech and Coach Alexander and his staff and their players. They were first class and they did a great job and they deserved to win that game. Obviously, this one, every loss hurts. Not going to sugarcoat that. The expectation every time we touch the field is to win in everything we do on the field, off the field. And as a competitor, it hurts, to lose. But the way we lost is really what probably hurts the most. Not only to myself, but our staff and our kids. I'm proud of the fight that I saw with our guys. I thought we fought for 4 quarters. We never gave up. They tried to get the lateral situation going at the end. We got the onside kick. We scored late. Bryce Robinson hit D'Angelo Wilson with D'Angelo just went up and made a phenomenal grab in the end zone to keep us alive. And then we get the onside kick, and then we, try to go the lateral game, and then we try to throw a Hail Mary and try to win the game. And, unfortunately it didn't go our way. But, I told our guys at the end of the game in the locker room, and the bottom line is, the truth is, we deserved to lose that game. We deserved. You can't give, a good opponent, let alone a conference opponent, the ball inside the 30 that many times, with a snap over the head early on with our punt, 2 interceptions that ended up giving them great field position, and then 2 turnovers on special teams that gave them great field position. Then you couple that with 13 penalties for 122 yards is totally unacceptable. And, again, I'm always going to point the finger here first. That's all me to get cleaned up, and I'm going to get that cleaned up, and we will as a staff get that cleaned up and addressed. I thought at times when we were rolling, there was a segment there, we throw a deep shot to Benico Harley for a touchdown. Kickoff team kicks it through the end zone. We run through the end zone. And then after that, our defense gets a stop. I just thought that was a dominant, kind of just little quick segment. And I think at times we looked, you saw glimpses of a really good football team. And I think we are a really good football team. But I think ultimately we beat ourselves. And that's not taking the credit away from Tennessee Tech. I think they did a great job of capitalizing on our mistakes. But we can't ask our defense to play that many snaps on our own side of the field there and defend a short field like that. So we addressed every single penalty, every single turnover, not only on tape, but also verbally, and then also on the field at practice. We made our corrections last night, had a great workout. Really proud of the way our guys responded on our Monday night workout, and made the corrections that we needed to make. The goods from the game, we outgained our opponent by 217 yards on offense. Obviously the turnovers are unacceptable on offense. We have to fix those. One of those is purely on me. I put Draylon in a bad situation on the first one. The second one, he's got to be disciplined with the ball, and he knows that. And I thought, him getting in the game and mixing it up, I was really proud of his fight, proud of Bryce Robinson fighting as well. Both those guys fought. Our offensive line, I thought, played really, really well. I thought we were able to run the football. Running backs, receivers, tight ends did a great job as well. But we could be better in a lot of areas and clean it up. But the other big, bright spot from a defensive standpoint, our Black Rain defense was phenomenal. They're the bright spot of the whole day to me. For them to be in the situations they were in and to do what they did and to only give up that amount of points and that amount of yardage is unbelievable. And I give Coach Kappas and our defensive staff all the credit in the world, and our players on that side of all the credit in the world. They set a new school record for sacks, team sacks, which was 7, and they tied a school record for TFLs with 16. So they were very dominant, our front 7 in the trenches and creating havoc, which is our number one goal, is to stop the run and run the football. And, I thought we did that. And I think if you take away, let's say 3 or 4 penalties, you take away 1 turnover. The one that kills us, obviously, is the kickoff return where we just threw a pick, they score, they kick it off, we fumble, they score. That's the swing in the game. And that's football, and you have to take care of the football, and you have to play penalty-free, play discipline. And we do that, we win the game. And so those are the things that are going to be addressed this week, and we're going to get better, and we're going to move forward.
We'll go to Blaine Keller first. Go ahead, Blaine.
Coach Walden, good to hear from you.
Hey,
You
Blaine.
mentioned both of those quarterbacks there in that opening game, and you mentioned on Sunday that you're looking at probably doing more of the same this week. But I was kind of interested to hear about just the mental fight and the heart that Bryce Robinson has. When you think about the past 18 months for him, losing his father in a battle to cancer. In the short time that you've been with him, can you talk about how tough he's been mentally and how his heart has kind of driven him into this role now?
Blaine, I appreciate you asking that question because Bryce Robinson, I've only been around him a few months, but he's got a special place in my heart already. From day one, this kid has, I'm talking, when I step foot on campus, asking me, Coach, can I come up and watch film, Southern Miss? Can I come watch the ETBU film? Can I come get with you on the board? Can I come learn? Like, he has had the most tenacious desire to be the best and to give and to be great. And I'm talking his demeanor, his attitude, his work ethic is going to carry him the rest of his life. And it's amazing. I didn't even know his story until about a couple weeks in the loss of his father. And it is truly amazing to see that young man and what he does every day. And you can just tell he has got a passion for the game. He's got a passion for life. His teammates respect him and love him because the kid's a winner. I mean, he gets in there, mixes it up, and he's gonna, every time he gets in there, we end up moving the ball and doing things. I mean, he that's why he's in the position he's in, where he has a chance to play along with Draylon. And he has just been a unbelievable kid, one of the best kids I've ever met, and I love being around him every day. He brings it every single day. I know he's I think he's wanting to be an orthodontist, but I mean, I hope he changes and wants to be a coach because I'd hire him one day because he's got the DNA for it. He's got the it, and I absolutely love being around it. But very proud of him, and obviously him coming in that game, putting him in a tough scenario. 3 minutes left, we're down 2 scores. Hey man, get in here, let's see what you can do. And he didn't disappoint. He got in there, missed a few progressions, but man, I'll tell you what, he stood in that pocket strong. Delivered some tough balls and was 5 of 8, and with a touchdown to D'Lo and moved the ball down the field. And really, really, really excited about his future here at Austin Peay and excited to work with him every day.
Alex, you're up.
Hey, Coach, how you doing?
Hey, Alex, how are you?
Doing all right. So I guess the main thing that I have is that this is a very veteran-led team. And after the loss against Tennessee Tech, you had a lot of those veterans take to outlets like social media and really take the blame for the loss. Can you talk about the response of the team after that week 1 loss, both, right after the game and during practice?
Yeah, thanks, Alex, for pointing that out because that needs to be addressed because these guys, I've been blown away by the way they've responded. I've been, they have taken a lot of ownership of it. And that's the first step. I think, and the big message I had in the locker room was, we got 2 ways to go with this thing. When you have a really tough loss like that, there's 2 ways that you can go. You can continue to work, and we can take ownership and be real about, what happened on game day, and we can go get better, or we can play, start pointing the finger and play the scapegoat game, which, I'm not going to allow that. That's not going to be what we are, who we are. Because we're in this thing together. It's not one side of the ball that faltered. It's all of us that faltered. And so I'm really, really impressed by the way our guys are taking that ownership. Obviously, at the end of the day, those are words, and we got to put those words into action. And that's what matters. And I saw that action last night. At our practice, Alex, we did up downs for every single penalty. We talked about every single, penalty on tape. We talked about every single turnover. We addressed everything that needed to be addressed, and our guys handled it with flying colors. It was addressed, and they came out and the way that they approached practice. I told them after the practice how proud I was of them because they came out to work. There was an intense focus out there and a detail-oriented focus that we needed to see. And I think that the guys understand how good we could be, and I think they understand. That we let one slip, and we don't want that to happen again. And they've taken ownership of that. I talked to them last night about failure. Failure is not final. Failure is growth, and they are taking the right steps to go grow from this loss. And I was really, really impressed by that.
Well, Coach, we know you have another appointment at noon, so thank you for taking time to join us this morning, and best of luck on Sunday.
Hey, guys, appreciate you tuning in. Let's go, Peay. Thanks, guys.